enough of that to deal with one person. Need no more. Oh hell. For what? Who? Who's asking? Okay, I'll show him how to do that.
Sounds good, miss. All right. Look forward to working with you.
Dang, nabbit.
All right, take care. So what happened with the schedule now?
It's flipping.
Flipping what? When are you doing lunch?
And a tiny bit at 1:00.
Oh, 1:00.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you
And
were
then-
doing it.
And then you're at 2:45. So you
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Got my eye on you.
I'm on for the rest of the day, right?
At that point in time, yeah. So you can go on and on and on. Exactly. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So the next section is actually going to be organization. The keywords come later in the day. So what this section is about is how to help you become organized to the point where you can find document files, and you have a system in So that should be one of the goals that you're working on this week. There are a ton of people I have coaching calls with, and they do not have a good system of it in place. Exactly. I got my own. I definitely know. That should be one of the things that you work on this week. It's January, it's a fresh start. I'm going to show you some ways that you can be organized for you. Who's saying? Oh, there's now they can. Shout out to the people that are watching the streaming. So it's very quiet. I know I have a big mouth. I don't want to get too close to the microphone. Okay, excellent. So I'm going to be talking about organization, getting you guys up and running. So the first thing that I want to show you is the matrix. The matrix is just a fancy name for the Amazon Consulting Experts website, which is also an app on your phone. So if you don't have it on your phone, now might be a good time to think about doing that. All you have to do is go to the App Store, type in Matrix LMS as in Learning Management System, and you can download that to your phone. It'll ask you for the organization. You're going to type in Amazon Consulting Experts like it appears up here. It's not case sensitive. And then you're going to log in with your normal credentials. And then you'll have all of this on your smartphone. You'll have access to the modules, to the videos. You can listen to those while you do RA. You'll have access to the templates, all on your smartphone right from the app. So if you aren't aware of that, surprise, take advantage of it. Now there's a couple of modules in here actually that I think are underutilized. One of them is the templates and how-tos, and another one is the member file. So the member files has all of that fantastic information in here that we give you guys that I feel like you guys don't take advantage of. So let me make sure I'm sharing the screen. And I think that it disappeared. So let me pop it back up. All right, so it should be screen sharing now. Okay, so the members files, and this has the software discount. So if you're not utilizing that, you can be saving some money. So take a look at that. The one that we have for tactical arbitrage is not current. They switched their pricing. We're working on getting a discount with them. As soon as we have that information, we'll let you guys know. The sales rank guideline is in here. Ike's cost average formula, getting ungated for Star Wars, a bunch of just useful materials in here. And then the other module is the how-tos and the templates. This is where all of the templates are going to be for your performance notifications. If you have negative feedback, that's going to be in here. If you use the inventory scan sheet for your box content, that's in here along with the tutorial. And then we have a couple of just helpful documents that are going to help you get organized. We have the purchase tracking template, which I'm going to go over. And we have the gift card tracking template. Now, the purchase tracking template is a document that we use ourselves with our own goods to keep track of what we're buying, how we're buying it, who's buying it, so that we have a master list. This document is searchable. So when we put the information in there, it makes answering performance notifications, can do it in like 5 minutes, not even that long. So what you do, there are different tabs at the bottom. There are Amazon orders. There's RA Scoutify, RA Profit Bandit, and OA orders. So for the OA orders, and you're going to have to do OA manually, is put in the website, the title, the quantity, the ASIN, the cost, the selling price, the sales rank, the order number, the date purchased, the buyer, the list price, credit card, the last four that you bought it, and notes. The buyer, if you are the only buyer, you don't have to worry about filling that information in there. Then for Profit Bandit and RA, you are lucky if you use Scoutify, which is with Inventory Lab, or Profit Bandit, because all you have to do is take your buy list that generates through that software, if you add it to your buy list, and just upload that document here. So send it to yourself via email, copy and paste it in here. And that's how that works. The same thing with Profit Bandit. All you have to do is take your buy list and copy that right in here. Amazon orders. Now you're going to have to put that in there manually as well. But once you have this document up and running, it's going to save you a lot of time. Let me show you in the drive. And ours is going to take a little bit for it to load, maybe, because it's a huge document. Now, ours is in the Google Drive. And the reason that it is in the Google Drive is because we can access this document anywhere. So if I'm on vacation or I'm out of the office or anything like that, I can easily go in here and pull up whatever I need. I don't have to wait until I get back home because the files are saved on my computer. So if you don't use a cloud program, definitely that's something to look into. We use the Google Drive. Sam hates the Google Drive, but we use it anyway. So definitely use that. Now, this document is still loading. It's going to take a little bit. But if I hit Control F, I can then search this document. So if I get a performance notification from Amazon and they give me an ASIN, I can put this ASIN into the system and it'll tell me, oh, you bought that ASIN on January 16th from Nike. So then the next step is for your receipts. We scan those into the system. There is a video in the RA section of the matrix that shows you how we do that process. For those of you that are actually in the office, this is what we use to scan our documents. It is a scan snap, that's the name of it. If it was plugged in, as soon as I flip it open, it turns on. It connects to a program in your computer. So as soon as you open it up, that program pops up on your computer. All you do is put the document in there and then hit scan. It will scan it to your computer. And then what we do is we give it the title of the brand and the date. So if I went to Nike today, I don't even know what today's date is, 17th. I would title that Nike January 17th, 2018. And you just scan it into the system, turns it into a PDF, and you upload that to the Google Drive. Yes. I'm gonna show you right now. So what we have is this nice questionable thing. It is, for those of you that can't see because you are not in the office, there is a video in the matrix in the RA section that is going through exactly what I'm showing them. What we do is we cut the receipt up, cut it into pieces, put it in here side by side, and then scan it through the machine, however many times we need to. So we might say one of such and such, one of such and such, and we scan it in through it that way. No matter how long it is, we just cut it up. This is something that we bought probably from Office Max. It's called a flimsy piece of plastic. I don't know what it's called. It doesn't scan double-sided, but you can just flip it around and do it in there. Yeah. I don't think this one does double-sided scan. Yeah, I'm not sure though. So if you don't have a good scanner, this one is heavy, but it's a good one. It's a Scan Snap. You have a Fujitsu one? I think so. I think that's who makes it. I don't know how much it is. I don't know how much it is.
Those flimsy sheets are called Scan Snap Carrier Sheets.
AKA flimsy sheets.
You can
But
buy a 5-pack on Amazon for $40. Scan Snap Carrier Sheet.
so the name of the sheet is Scan Snap Carrier Sheet. And we've had this one for a while. So once you buy the 5-pack, you're pretty much set for life. So what we do is we scan the items, the receipts into the system, and then we have a folder called RA receipts. And then they're done by year. And then they're done by month. So let me actually go back to last year. So they're done by month. And then by day. And then by store. And then if I click on it, here is our receipt. So if I go to this purchase tracking template in the drive, and it tells me, oh, I bought this Nike receipt on this date, I can just go to the Google Drive. Where is it? And type in Nike and then June 2nd, 2017, or whatever the date is, and this receipt will come up automatically. So it makes answering your performance notifications so much easier. So if you don't have a purchase tracking system in place or a receipt system in place, definitely make that be something that you do this year. We actually had a lot of clients that were in the hurricane flood zones last year. And when you're thinking about evacuating your home for a fire or a flood or anything like that, the last thing you're thinking about is, oh my God, I need to make sure I get my RA receipts. You're thinking about your family photos. So don't make this be something that is last minute. Get the system in place now. We also know that RA receipts tend to fade. The ink kind of disappears, and then you don't have, the information anymore. So make sure that you are implementing this system in your business.
Last year, I had Amazon ask me for a receipt of 2015, so they will do it.
Yep.
That's why you have to take track and authenticity.
Yep. And if you don't have a receipt, like I said in the very beginning, don't send it into Amazon. If you don't have an authentic, valid receipt for that product, do not send it into Amazon, because then you don't want to have to worry about trying to do some shifty stuff to prove that you do actually that you bought that item. So if you don't have it, don't send it in. Is there a way to search for modules on the Matrix? I was looking for some videos on PPC ads. We're working on making it searchable. But if you go into the Matrix, there is a module on advertising. There is also a neat thing on there. There's a syllabus that is actually going to get updated. I spent 2 hours in the office on a holiday making this syllabus. So make sure that you're using it for good and not evil. Take advantage of this. It's going to show you everything that's in there. So use it. We try and make this so that you guys can take advantage of it. So make sure that you're doing that. A couple of points, and I'm going to talk about the gift card tracking sheet real quick. Make sure that you have an external hard drive. If this is not something that you guys have, definitely think about doing it, especially if you have a lot of Excel files and reports that you're not uploading to the drive, because if you get that blue screen of death, that your business is on hold for a couple of days. So make sure that you get an external hard drive and you're doing routine backups. That's also good practice. Now to the gift card tracking sheet or template. If you use a lot of gift cards, it becomes kind of hard to keep track of what you have left over, how much is left on it, and all of that stuff. So we actually have a gift card tracking document as well that has code in it. So all you have to do is put in the store, the card number, the PIN, the starting balance, and then as you spend it, put that in there, and it will change. Also put in the order, who it was purchased by, who it was purchased from, the discount, the purchase date, and paid with. So let me show you this in practice as well. So ours is quite busy because we are quite busy. So what we do is we color code it. Once it's been used, it gets turned green, and then a whole bunch of other codes we have on here. So what you do is you put the starting balance in, and then it will automatically tell you how much you have left. So we can see on these gift cards that we have a little bit of money left over. And then each time, if you use it multiple times, you're able to put in multiple times that you used it. So you always want to go in here and make sure that you update it, because it'll let you know how much you have. Now, if you put in the same store name each time that you use it, so make sure that you put it in the same format, there is another tab at the bottom that will tell you how much you have in total for each brand, and it will automatically calculate that information for you if you type in the store name the same each time you put it in there, so that you can look at a glance and see, oh, I have, I don't know, $900 at Carter's, I have $225 at Boscov's. It's a great way to keep track of the information that you have. So if you don't use a gift card tracking sheet, this is in the how-tos and templates, or the templates and how-tos section of the matrix, and you can use this to keep track of your gift cards. So your purchases, you're going to keep track of those. Your gift cards, you can keep track of those. Your receipts, definitely keep track of those. Now, as for OA, Amazon, and your invoices that you'll be getting from wholesale, what you can do with those, you don't have to update those to the drive. If you want to, you can. What you can do is put them in your email and just put them in a folder. So do you guys have any questions about organization? Now, this is definitely something, if you don't have it in place, and we have coaching calls, I'm going to harass you about it. Some of you already know that I will harass you about things if we talk about them and you don't do them. Sam will also harass you about it. He'll point it out every in-office visit you come to. If you come to all of them, he will point it out at every single one. So make sure that if you set these goals for yourself, that you follow through, because it's just going to help your business run a lot smoother. And we'll talk about this later because it's not about this topic. So if you want to email support, we'll talk about that. Okay. So are there any topics about organization and how to get your business in order? Okay, so let me stop this real quick, and then I will talk about lunch. There are people that use Shoebox. There's a couple people that use other things. But a note, and I'm actually going to say this over here. So someone asked about Shoebox. So the only thing with Shoebox is you have to be, let me explain what Shoebox is. Shoebox is a program where you can send in your receipts. They will put them in a system and organize them for you. Now, the only thing about this is you have to send in your receipts. So there are some people that trust it, and there are some people that don't trust it, because things tend to get lost in the mail, as we all know. And then there's also that interim where you don't have the receipts and they're not in any system at all. So if you get a performance notification and you just sent off your receipts, you won't be able to answer that until your receipts are in the system. So it's something to think about if you're going to use Shoebox. But there are people that use it. There are people that use Neato, is that where you have like the desktop and it pulls the information. Some people use that. There are a couple of other systems that people use to keep track of them as well. So with Shoebox, just be aware, things get lost in the mail, and there is that lag where you won't have receipts at all. But some people use it.